Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch the Twilight Zone season 1 episode 25. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of the Twilight Zone. For those of you who don't know it, I'm not binge watching the entire seasons, of the Twilight Zone just like that. No, it's a project that I have on my channel. When I have the time, when I have a little place, into my schedule between shows, I'm watching, reacting to a few episodes of the Twilight Zone. I think that so far I reacted to at least 23 or 24 episodes of the Twilight Zone, so it's beginning to be a lot. For those of you who are asking, and a few of you asked me the questions, how am I picking these episodes? How am I selecting them? I went on IMDb and I selected all of the episodes which had a rate, above 8 out of 10. So I selected 42 episodes, I have them just in front of me. I selected 42 episodes and now I'm reacting to these 42 episodes which had really excellent rates on IMDb. And like I said, if you're wondering about did I react to your favorite episode of the Twilight Zone, please check the 24 episodes of the Twilight Zone that I already reacted to, because surely it's already right there. I made a playlist for the Twilight Zone, so on that playlist, I'm going to put the link right there. On that playlist, you're going to have all of my reaction videos, so you can rewatch all of these reaction videos for the Twilight Zone and you can see if I reacted already to your favorite episode. And if not, go on IMDb, check your episode, your favorite episode, and see if the rate is functioning or not. And if not, maybe at the end of the project, when I would finish these 42 episodes, maybe I would have time and place, into the future for other episodes. Why not yours? We'll see. Today I'm gonna watch 2 episodes because I'm really between shows right now. That's it. I have My Hero Academia Vigilance. I finished it. I'm close to finish Fallout. I finished also, I'm close to finish Rick and Morty, the new season. I finished also Severance. So really, just in 1 week, I'm gonna have a lot of place on my schedule, meaning that I'm gonna be able to begin really 2 new shows, binge watching or new shows which are out right now. But no matter what, I'm gonna have plenty of place soon, next week on my schedule for Patreon, So because of that, right now, in fact, I have the place only for 2 episodes, so I thought about the Twilight Zone. Why not watching 2 episodes of the Twilight Zone right now? It's gonna be 2 episodes about the season 1. First of this episode, it's episode 25, which is named People Are Alike All Over. For what I understood about the synopsis, it's about human beings going to Mars, trying to travel through space. And for what I understood, because when I read the synopsis, it's gonna be about discussing humanity, human beings who are so much about going into space and discussing humanity in general, human beings in general. I have the impression that it's gonna turn around that. Each time also, I'm telling you when this episode was originally, on air, and right there it was on March of 1960. I think that it's really important, interesting to understand that this episode that we're gonna watch right now was written so long ago, 60 years ago now, guys. More than 60 years ago. This episode that we're gonna watch right now, people thought of it, wrote it like that, had these ideas more than 60 years ago. For sure, visually, because it's in black and white, because of the screen also being divided like that, and also because of the budgets and also the special effects that they had during that period of time, for sure it feels old. But really, for all of the episodes that I discovered of the Twilight Zone so far, I can say that I was surprised at many occasions by the original ideas behind each episode and the fact that they were so modern that they could have been written right now, you know, in our days, in our societies, that the subjects which were explored in fact were touching us, were about us still now into our days, our societies. So I think that this show for that is amazing, the fact that the subjects that they explore and the original ideas that they have, it's always functioning, it could be out right now. The only thing, you know, which is making you see that it's old, it's really the black and white situation, the screen situation and the special effects thing, you know. But except for that, like really, these ideas, they could be into Black Mirror, some of them. Some ideas could be into a regular show right now in our days. That's amazing. To imagine that it was more than 60 years ago, that's truly amazing. So yes, I don't have a lot else to tell you during this intro. I reminded you the thing about the Twilight Zone. I told you about the fact that it's really just 2 episodes right now, and then during weeks, months, maybe you're not gonna have other reaction videos for the Twilight Zone, but you have the playlist that I made for the show to watch other episodes with me. And I told you about when it was out, what apparently it's about. So let's go for this episode. Yes, I forgot to tell you, to remind you that I have a Patreon and that on my Patreon you have these reaction videos earlier. You have them with days, maybe weeks of advance for the Twilight Zone, for what I think you know of my schedule right now. You have also 2 options. With the level 2 you have a longer reaction part than the one that I post on YouTube. With the level 3 you have the full reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to everything, and everything in full opacity. Like for the Twilight Zone, I'm forced to cut a lot, really, and I'm forced also to play a lot with opacity. It's not something that I want to do, that I planned to do. At the beginning I was like, I'm gonna make reaction videos like for all of the other shows, and in fact no, for the Twilight Zone, for the YouTube version, I have to cut a lot, to play a lot with opacity. So really, if you want to see the version of the videos that I wanted you guys to see, to discover with me, it's on my Patreon. A longer reaction part, level 2, the full reaction part, level 3. And it's also the best way to support me, to be sure that I'm gonna continue these reaction videos and all, it's through my Patreon. So if you want any, if you can, join us! Okay, let's go guys for this episode.
I'm frightened of what we'll find up there. Well, that's the one thing you shouldn't be frightened of. But I've got a philosophy about people. I mean all peoples. They're the same all over, developed them from a fixed formula. They'd be the same here on Earth as in the furthest reaches of space. People on Mars.
You think they look like us? They are like us? If there is an alien life, it's really gonna be bacteria or stuff like that. It's not gonna be people, you know.
Their destination is Mars. And in just a moment, we'll land there with them.
1960, remember guys, with the special effects. You don't have better chairs, you know, into your ship to go to Mars?
Mars. Any landing you can walk away from, remember? What about the ship? Oh, the air pressure seems to be holding up. I got the lights running. I haven't had time to check anything else.
But apparently the ship is not on its feet. Martians? For me, it's just water, you know, falling on the ship, which would mean that we have water on Mars.
Well, let's plant the flag. You can take it easy. There's plenty of time. We've come 35 million miles. So, another few hours won't make any difference. You won't be able to open it, the hydraulics out. Put No, we can't.
I'm wondering if he's lying or not. Is he afraid or is it truly not functioning?
I don't want to open it. Why not? Because you're bleeding. Listen, Sam, I don't want to die here. I want to see what I'm dying for. If there's anybody out there, they'll help you. As long as they got minds and hearts, that means they got souls.
It's making them creatures, but maybe animals, maybe things that we don't even have a name, an idea of.
Don't leave me alone, Mom. Don't leave me alone.
Doesn't make them people.
You said whatever is out there is just like us. Well, I don't know that.
So what? You're gonna die? What about air? Totally fine. You can breathe on Mars. Worry. Are you sure that you landed on Mars? Come on, get outside. Big step for humanity, you know all of that. Ah! Martians are blocked in the Antarctica. Rome, you know, or Greece, or... The fact that they are really human beings.
You're just like I am. Oh, no, forgive me. Don't be frightened. Samuel Conrad. Oh, that name, understand? My friend and I, we came here from the Earth. Look, I'll show you. This is the Earth.
Do they talk?
The other one is dead. Don't be alarmed, Mr. Conrad. We don't intend to harm you either. How do you know my language?
We don't, Mr. Conrad. You'll no doubt soon realize you are speaking our language.
Huh?
Your language? Unconscious transference. You'd call it hypnosis of a sort.
But you must be tired. We'll prepare a place for you to rest.
Yeah.
They knew about you, they're not surprised
Oh, forgive me.
about you and what you can do.
People. Marcusson said you would be.
I'm not sure they truly like you. Maybe suddenly, you know, something is gonna open right there and you're gonna see a little creature.
We'll bury your friend for you.
Ah, and you have also the same cost, the same habits for your dead. Do you have the same religions also? Did Jesus come on Mars?
You were right, old friend. They are people. Just like us. I wish you lived to see that. There are so many questions I want to ask you. So many things I want to know about your civilization. We'll answer all your questions, Mr. Conrad.
But
First, you must rest here for a while we prepare a place for you. A place you'll feel familiar in. We'll be back.
he's gonna rest inside of his ship?
You do have a name, don't you?
I'm called Tenia.
Tenia? Like the war? I'm sorry.
No one will hurt you. You must believe that.
Are you hallucinating them?
Thank you, Tenia. Well, Mr. Conrad? Long and well. May I see your city now and the rest of your people? First, we have a surprise for you. A very pleasant surprise. Really?
They revived your friend.
Are you coming?
She's a little sad. She's...
Yes, I will come.
They have houses like on Earth. Oh wow.
Oh no, ours are considerably different. We built this during the night because we assumed this is the way you people live.
How do you know?
The television set.
How do you know it would be perfect like that?
How could you possibly know? From your mind. You think very clearly, Mr. Conrad. Very clearly indeed. Very strong impression.
They can read your mind.
It's really fabulous. Why don't you feel at home, Mr. Conrad, do you? It's unbelievable. Thank you.
They built that during the night. They read into your mind.
We'll go out and arrange that. Tina, I will see you again, won't I? Of course you will.
she wants to tell you something that they did or plan to do. And you're too afraid to get out. You're just a baby. Like really, even the alcohol managed to do it.
If it's an illusion, a guy can't live with it. That's the best scotch I ever drank.
Cigarettes now over really. Cigarette, it means that really you have tobacco on Mars. Ah!
Hey! You knocked me in! What's the matter with you people?
You're in Big Brother! The Martian Big Brother! They want to observe you, to study you. You can't see the outside.
There aren't any windows. There aren't any windows anywhere.
Ah, not Big Brother! A zoo! It's a zoo. Observe an Earthian, you know, human being from Earth in his natural habitat.
Why have you locked me in here? Why are you looking at me like that?
C'est vite.
Marcusson!
He's dead, remember?
Marcusson, you were right!
They are real people.
You were right.
Human beings are the worst.
People are alike. People are alike everywhere. And he will remain here in his cage with the running water and the electricity and the central heat. As long as he lives, Samuel Conrad has found the Twilight Zone.
That's a nice episode. That's really a nice episode in the sense that, see, I had a lot of thoughts, a lot of discussions that I wanted to begin during the episode, but each time I was saying just the beginning of my thoughts, you know, the discussion that I wanted to have with you guys, but the fact that you have so many of them inside of the same episode, that's pretty cool. All of the thing about the conquest of the universe, the conquest right there of Mars, that's a discussion. The fact that in 1960 it was that much developed as well to go on Mars, to be the first, you know, to land on Mars, to put the flag on Mars, everything around that, that's already a big discussion. Right there, how that ship was with these chairs and all of that. Like for sure, when we know the ships, the rockets that our astronauts they take now, that's not something that you can compare. Like also the fact that we have one astronaut who is a scientist and one astronaut who is right there, like just because he's an adventurer or maybe he's the only one who can drive. When you know now that all of the astronauts, they are really all scientists and they have knowledge everywhere because they need to. That's interesting to make that comparison. The guy who landed on Mars, being afraid of getting out, who didn't want to get out, the one who wanted to discover it no matter what, they represent well both sides, you know, of a coin, of a discussion about that, about the conquest of Mars, of the universe. Do we need to do it or not? The fact that that one was convinced that they would find actual people on Mars. I told you, and I explained it a lot when I binge-watched The Expanse, the fact that it's a total stupidity, in my opinion, to imagine that if one day, maybe, we would find a proof of life on another planet, it would be human beings like us. Actual people like us. Never, never, never! Like, if by any chance there are creatures who can have a language. I'm not saying words like us, you know, not just another language like we're saying on Earth, we're making the differences between French, English, Spanish, Portuguese and stuff like that. No, I'm saying if by any chance we can find creature with a language, you know, at least an articulate way to express themselves, that we can find a way to translate, to communicate with, like, I don't believe into that, not even at 1%, that one day it's gonna happen. Like, for me, if really, my theory about that is really the fact that if at some point we discover life on another planet, it's gonna be another form of life. Something that we can't even describe, imagine, that we don't have any word for, maybe. Like, maybe it's gonna be only bacteria, stuff like that, you know, little form of life. But even if at some point we discover another kind, like really for me it's gonna be another kind, something that we don't have any word for, something that we can't imagine, and for sure something that we're not gonna be able to communicate with, to elaborate thoughts with. Like, it's not just we need something who is living, you know, who exists, but we need something who can talk, who can make elaborated thoughts, with which we can create stuff, work together and all. I mean, never, it's never gonna happen, like, really? I don't believe it. And I'm not just saying not into my lifetime, no, I don't think that it's ever gonna happen. I don't believe into that at all. But I'm not saying that there is no form of life out there. I'm just saying that it's far, far, far away from what us human beings we can imagine, because we are too blocked, you know, by our own knowledge and our own ways to see stuff that we can't even imagine it. And no matter what, it's not going to be something with which we can communicate, collaborate, in my opinion. But right there, actual human beings who have a language with whom you can talk. Apparently you can understand them when you don't have the same language because of an illusion situation thing, but really they look like human beings, they talk, they have elaborate thoughts and yes, a language like that. And in one night they built all of this house because they managed to read into your mind, but they knew that you would come, and when you arrive they are not afraid of you at all. They are almost calling you stupid, you know, when they said that they can read into your mind so easily and that they built your house like that. And the fact also that they are putting you into that zoo so people can observe you, it's really like, yes, see, that's the primitive alien that we talked about since so long, but we never saw really one of these guys, and that's it. You have a specimen right there that you can observe, but see how stupid he is. We managed to trap him like that. That zoo aspect, you know, by itself it could be already a subject of discussion. The fact that to put a human being like that into a cage, like he's a subject of a zoo, it seems so bad, like how can you do that? That poor guy is gonna stay into that cage until the end of his life. Can we talk about the animals that we are putting into cage so we can observe them until they die? Can we talk about them? Are we ready for that discussion, guys, about that? Yes, I'm not a fan of zoo, not at all. Animals in cages, not at all. That's really bad. But that's also a discussion that this episode is bringing, you know. So yes, that was a cool episode. I appreciated it. And it's a good way to talk about humanity, human beings who think that they are that good, that interesting, that they have to conquer, you know, the rest of space, and that everyone is going to look like them. Like, we have such an high opinion of ourselves that for us, for sure, we have to go outside, we're going to be the ones to discover new planets, and we're going to be the ones, like, everyone is going to be at our image, for sure. Well, at the end, at least, these Martians, they are giving you a lesson. You're nothing, people from Earth. You are nothing. You are not the main character of the universe. It's almost that, you know. Human beings, you are not the main character of universe. You're gonna discover it. Oh, to continue with the discussion about what I think about life on there. Also, what do I think about, at some point we're gonna go on Mars, that it's not even a question at this point, you know. Yes, it's gonna happen. At some point it's gonna happen. During my lifetime or after that, I don't care, but that for sure it's gonna happen. Living on Mars, no. But going on Mars, doing stuff, experiences and all on Mars, yes. Okay, guys! I'm gonna stop right there this reaction video and I'm gonna watch one more episode of the Twilight Zone today. If you want, on my Patreon you have the longer reaction part for this reaction video with the level 2, a full reaction part video, you know, with the level 3. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you have already my reactions and my thoughts to the next episode, you know, that I reacted to today on my Patreon. It's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.